Hello, hello, and welcome back to Embodied Clarity Yoga. This is Krysta, and I am so glad that you are back for week 2. So this is our second drop in April, and the theme for this month is align. And I can't wait to get into today's meditation because I think that we are in an interesting season. And I say we, and I'm noticing this kind of across the board, is that the people that are in my classes, my students, my clients, for my business, we're all in kind of this interesting transitional season. And maybe it is the physical season that's influencing that. But I feel like this is a great opportunity to find our center, come back to what actually aligns with us and with our businesses. So I hope that you will settle in and get comfortable and just really let that focus, that theme of alignment, settle in your bones and see where it lands for you. So I will be guiding you through the next half hour, 45 minutes of this flow. Again, every week we build off of what we did last week. They're all different, so they all serve as a standalone sequence, or you can build them together, and they all kind of lead us up to the end of the month where we put in a peak posture, and it is our longest class at being an hour. So with that, go ahead and find a comfortable place wherever you are. If you are on your mat, if you are on your floor, wherever that is, just start to find that place. And if you're new here, we start every one of our yoga sequences with a meditation and breathing. Those set the foundation for the rest of our time together. And while you could skip ahead and get right to the good stuff, this is where the work happens. This is the time that we don't take for ourselves. This is where we realign with what matters to us. As always, these classes are built for anybody. Anyone can do them. They're all levels, but they are geared towards women entrepreneurs with that little bit of an underlying message that us business owners need to take care of ourselves. And one of the best ways to do that is by getting on your mat. So notice your breath here. Notice your body. And allow yourself to fully arrive. Last week, we did a little bit of an introduction to what alignment is and where we might feel alignment in our body and in our life. Today, I want to dig a little bit deeper into that. And I want you to think about something that might be causing you friction in your life. This might be a passion project that you have on your heart that you want to start. This might be a relationship. This might be a conversation that you know you need to have and you haven't had it. All of these things are things that are outside of our true alignment. Things that we need to address or fix to bring us back to center. Take a minute, think of something that is a sticky point for you right now. Once you have that in your head, I want you to think about why you haven't moved on it yet. What is holding you back from taking care of this sticky thing? Maybe it's the idea of any repercussions. Maybe you aren't sure what is going to happen or how it might be perceived on the other end. And I want you to think about the worst case scenario. And now I want you to say, so what? So what if that happens? Because at the end of the day, you are the one that has to go home with yourself. You are the one that has to lay in bed at night in your own body, dealing with the stress, dealing with the day-to-day things. So is this stress that you perceive from this situation truly worth it? And while the moment of taking care of this or addressing this sticky thing in our life might be uncomfortable, in the end, it brings us back to ourselves. It brings us back into alignment. So whatever that thing is that you are holding out for or that you're waiting to do and procrastinating, I encourage you to just take the action to do it. Because at the end of the day, so what? You are the one that has to sit in that. And what's more uncomfortable? The stress of waiting and anticipating, or the stress of just dealing with what is and moving on? Today, as we move, I want you to think about moving through those feelings, sitting in those feelings, getting comfortable being uncomfortable, because that's where true growth happens. Let's take 3 big breaths to get started. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Think about expanding the rib cage here. And exhale. Moving into our breathing part of our class today, moving into your Ujjayi breath. Again, if you have been here before, you know where we're going. Gently sealing the lips. This is a nose-only breathing. And then you're going to feel like you're sucking air through a straw on the inhale, and a little bit like you're fogging up a mirror on the exhale. There's going to be a slight constriction in the back of your throat. The sound should be audible. You should be able to hear this breath as you breathe. Equal counts on the inhale and equal counts on the exhale. Now, I have to say, there is magic in this breath. And it's hard to feel that magic when you are sitting in your living room or your bedroom, watching a computer. When you're in a room full of people doing this same breath, it's almost like they are pumping energy into the room. You can feel the heat building. You can feel the energy rising. You can feel us gearing up for the movement to come. And I want you to imagine that. I want you to imagine your own energy rising, your own heat building, creating space in your body for that alignment to come back into place. 3 more breaths here. 1 more breath. Gently, wherever you are, making your way to your back, coming into happy baby, bringing those knees up towards your chest, feet plant on the ceiling. We did this posture last week, big toes, or fingers come to your big toes, and then gently start to draw those knees down towards the floor. You can find stillness or movement here. You'll notice I'm rocking side to side. This feels wonderful in those hips. You could even do some bending and straightening, so straightening into these legs. I always encourage people to have fun here. This is a light and fun posture, so don't be afraid to really get into it. Making sure to stay with your breath here for 3, 2, 1 more. Coming into an easy twist. This is a new twist that we've done here on the channel. So bringing your knees 90 degrees up in front of you. Arms go out to a T, and then gently drop those knees over to the right. And then bring this left hand on top of the right. Inhale, open those hands like a book, opening up the chest. And do your best to keep this left knee stacked on top of the right. You'll notice my knees got a little out of alignment. Really working on opening up this mid to upper back. Your left shoulder might make it to the mat, it might not. Allow yourself to soften here wherever you are. 2 more breaths here. 1 more breath. Gently using your core, inhale back through center. And taking it right over to the other side, dropping those knees to the left this time. Right arm comes on top of the left. And inhale, this right arm open like a book. Again, doing your best to keep your knees stacked here. If you need to hold them in place with this left hand, yes. And then notice how this side feels different. Maybe you're feeling it in your lower back, your mid back, your upper back. Let your breath go to where you feel the tension, and then soften. For 3, 2, 1 more. Inhale, bringing these knees back through center, and rocking and rolling up to tabletop. Inhale, knees to nose. Exhale, rolling it on up, getting resituated on your mat here. Let's get some cat cows. You guys are very familiar with these by now if you have joined me. So inhale, drops the belly, gaze goes up. Exhale, rounding out the spine. And if you are more comfortable keeping these traditional, inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, rounding out the spine. Then yes, you can stay right here with me. Inhale. And exhale. If at any time you are with me when I'm doing these, I'm going to say take some extra movement. And that means you can get some barrel rolls in your chest. You're going to get into these ribs. You could stay longer in one posture or the other. This is an opportunity for you to take what you need. In a day and age where, especially as women, we have a lot put on our shoulders. People need us, our jobs need us, our families need us. Take this time for yourself. If you're with me, 3 more breaths. Or 3 more breaths of your own movement here for 3, 2, 1 more. Coming into child's pose, balasana, toes together, knees apart, hands reaching out in front of you. And really reach these hands. Notice that I'm really pressing this chest down into the mat. Keeping this active here. And we're going to get a little bit of a Cobra flow. So what you're going to do is inhale moves you, so shifting back up onto your knees. And then press those hips into the mat. Feet are going to energetically come up towards your head. See if you can take that gaze up. 1 breath here. Inhale moves you, shifting back to that child's pose. Exhale, settle. Let's do 2 more of those. Inhale, lift, shifting, coming up onto those knees, and then pressing those hips to the mat. 1 breath here. On your next inhale, moving you back through center, and exhale, shifting back to child's pose. Last one. Inhale moves you up, rolling up and over those knees, heels to head. 1 breath. On your next inhale, coming back through center, coming back to neutral tabletop here. And coming all the way down to our bellies. So inhale, shoulders out, like we're going to do a chaturanga. And you do have the option for that here. So slowly lower, bending the arms at 90 degrees and coming all the way down to your bellies. Taking a shoulder roll here. So I think that we have done this before. If not, no worries. This right arm is going to go out to the side. And then gently come onto your right side. This left leg can come behind you. And this left hand can take a half bind. Come back to your breath here. We had a little bit of movement in that opening. Allow yourself to reground, recenter, and realign for 3, 2, 1 more. Gently rolling back over to your belly and doing all of that on the other side. So left arm reaches out the left side and then gently rolling on to your left side here. Head can come down. This right leg can come up and behind, and this right arm can take a half bind. Soften here. Notice what comes up. Notice where your flexibility ends, and allow yourself to arrive there. There's no sense in forcing or pushing. The beautiful thing about doing yoga at home is there's no one to see. It's just you, yourself, your body and your mind playing on your mat. 1 more breath. Inhale, rolling your way back through center. Hands under your chest. Inhale, pressing yourself up to tabletop. Parigasana gate pose, turning these right toes towards the right side of your mat. Left arm reaches up and over towards the front. Left leg goes long. Feel this stretch all the way into your armpit, all through this left side. Softening and breathing here, maybe moving into this arm for 3, 2, 1 more. Low runner's lunge, top of the mat. Shifting yourself to face the top. Bringing this left knee down and swinging this right foot around. Really pressing those hips into the mat here. Taking 3 breaths. Where can you align? Where can you align? Where can you soften? Where can you come back to center? 1 more breath. Ardha Hanumanasana, half split, shifting those hips back, coming onto this heel. And for those who might have tuned into a couple of these by now, you might be like, wow, she does a lot of half splits and she does a lot of lunges. These beginning sequences, they're called ranges of motion, and they are meant to get into all parts of your body. Your back, your hips, your spine, your shoulders, your abdomen, all of those things. And I love this half split because it really gets into the whole back side of this leg and even into this hip. It's just a great posture all around. So yes, I use it a lot and I will continue to use it a lot. And you can never go wrong with a lunge. Parigasana gate on the other side. Inhale, shifting yourself forward, bringing this right leg back and turning right into this gate post. So this left knee is going to be down. Inhale, right arm up and over towards the front of your mat. Gaze is up for 3, 2, 1 more. Coming back into a runner's lunge, dropping this right hand down, right knee meets the left, and swing this left foot around. Coming up between your hands and really press those hips into the mat. You're really working on getting into the front of this right hip here. Breathing, softening, realigning for 3, 2, 1 more. Ardha Hanumanasana, that half split, shifting those hips back and putting the weight into this left heel. Honestly, this half split is good for so many things. It's good for mobility. It's good for strength. It's good for your feet. It's good for so many things. Get comfy here. Soften where you're feeling the tension. Come back to the present moment. Don't let your mind drift. 1 more breath here. Gently letting this left foot meet the right in tabletop. And let's take our first modified vinyasa. We are moving into our Sun Salutation A today as part of the second sequence of the month. Inhale, shoulders out past the wrists. Exhale, slowly lower, making sure that those arms are at 90 degrees. Inhale, upward facing dog. And when you're ready, exhale, downward facing dog. Paddling it out. Really pressing those hands into the mat. Pressing that tailbone high, back is straight. Breathing for 3, 2, 1 more. Coming back into that runner's lunge, bending into this right leg. Right foot steps up. Dropping that left knee down and taking this revolved. So left hand's going to stay planted and right arm reaches up and over towards the back of the mat. Gaze to follow if you can. Really opening up through this chest. Getting into those hips a little bit deeper. For 3, 2, 1 more. Ardha Skandasana, half lunge, cartwheeling this right hand up and through, stepping up onto those toes, turning to the left, dipping into this right leg. So this right leg is bent, left leg is straight. Hands can stay down, or for the challenge, hands can come to heart center, or lifting your arms out to a T. Building a little bit of strength here. Making sure to breathe. Come back to your body for 3, 2, 1 more. Coming into Cleopatra. Now walking your hands to the left and then keep walking your hands to the left. You're going to turn onto these toes. Your hips are going to twist and your right hip is going to come all the way down to the mat. And this left hand's going to reach out towards the front. So you're kind of in these twisted legs. Your left leg is crossed over the right. You're going to feel this on the outside of your left hip. This posture really asks us to soften, really asks us to be present in the body. Come back to your breath. 1 more here. Ardha Matsyendrasana. This is a half spine twist with this on your seat, tucking into this right foot, and just do a little shift, and we're already there. This left leg is going to stay crossed over. If your foot touches the ground, great. If not, and it's like mine and your heel is off the mat, all good. Let's take a twist. Inhale, arms reach up, sweep up. Exhale, twist to the left. See if you can wrap this right arm around this left knee. Give yourself a big ol' hug here. 3 breaths here. Where can you align? Where can you recenter? Where can you let go of that sticky point? Come back home to yourself. Let go of the stressors. And allow yourself to be the truest version of you. 1 more. Inhale, coming back through center. Stepping this left foot up, rolling yourself up and over. Right foot to meet the left, taking a vinyasa. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach up, sweep up. Exhale, hands come to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, dive it down, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, wherever you are on your mat, I'm walking forward. You can step it back, and let's vinyasa. Inhale, shoulders out. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, rolling it up and over, downward facing dog. And just a little reminder, these vinyasas are always optional. As you can see, I do them on my knees. So there is no shame in that game. You do what you need to do here. And let's do all of that on the left. Revolved runner's lunge. Bending into the left leg this time. Left foot steps through. Right knee comes down to the mat. Planting into the right hand. Left arm reaches up and over towards the back of the mat. Gaze to follow if you can. Really getting into this chest, pressing down through those hips. Your body might be warming up here. Just notice and breathe for 3, 2, 1 more. Ardha Skandasana, half lunge, cartwheeling this left hand up and through, turning to the right, dipping into the left leg this time. So now you can really see it. This left leg is bent. The right leg is straight. Hands can stay down for the challenge. And if you want to build a little bit of strength in your core, hands can come to heart center or arms can come up to a T. Breathe here for 3, 2, 1 more. Getting that Cleopatra on the other side, walking your hands to the right. A little bit of a tricky transition. Keep turning past the back of your mat. Left hand comes down and the left hip sets down gently. Right arm reaches up and over. So now this right leg is crossed over the left. Again, you're kind of on the outside of this left hip. Where do you feel this? Where can you let go of that tension, that stress? You don't need to hang on to it. The stress and the tension is what pulls us out of alignment. When we address things or let things go or let things roll off, that is what helps us come back into alignment. So where can you soften? 1 more breath. Ardha Matsyendrasana, that half spine twist, tucking into this left leg and just doing your cute little roll. Our legs are already set up exactly how they need to be. Right leg is crossed over the left. Inhale, arms reach up, sweep up. Exhale, twisting to the right this time. Left arm wraps around that right knee. Inhale, lengthens the spine. And exhale, see if you can twist a little bit deeper. Again, notice what you notice here. This isn't performative. There's no gold star. You just have to show up. You just have to show up and notice. Notice how you feel. Notice how your breath feels. Get a good inside look. Get out of the hustle and bustle of life and allow yourself to just be here. Inhale, arms reach up, sweep up. And exhale, stepping the right foot this time, rolling up and over, left foot to meet the right. And you might be at the top of your mat. Usually you are. I'm going to step back so you can keep me in the frame here. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach up, sweep up. Exhale, hands come to heart center, Ujjayi mudra. Inhale, arms reach up, sweep up. Exhale, dive it down, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk it out or step it back. Wherever you're at, take Vinyasa, take rest. This is our last one. Inhale, shoulders out. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Taking the last minute here to pedal it out. Getting whatever you need here. If you are good and done here, you can come on down to your knees. Sitting back on your heels. Just take a breath. Allow yourself to find center. Allow yourself to feel the earth beneath you. Allow yourself to feel the blood pushing through your heart. The lungs breathing another breath. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, let's take a gentle bind behind, grasping your hands at your lower back, and gently just start to open up the chest. Maybe the gaze can go up. Maybe you can sink those hands a little bit deeper. Notice how open you are, or notice how tight you are. And right here, practice letting go of the tension. Practice letting go of those sticky points, those places that are holding you back. That is what is pulling you out of alignment, those places that you get hung up on time and time again. One more breath here. Gently letting go of your hands. Crossing at the ankles. Maybe getting a little pedal in those feet, shaking those feet out, rolling those ankles. And then you can start to find a comfortable place. This can be on your back, can be seated, can be on your side. Wherever you can feel soft. Again, we just started warming up the body, so your body might be warm. Allow your breath to soften here. Start letting go of the effort. Noticing how your body feels touching the mat. And being proud that you showed up today. Every effort that you make to show up for yourself puts you back into alignment. It's another step in the right direction. It's allowing you to start moving past those sticky points. Once you found that comfortable place, take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale. We did not do a full class today, but there's always the option for Shavasana. If you want to lay here and relax for the next couple of minutes, yes. Take all the time that you need here on your mat. As always, the divine light in me sees, honors, respects, but most importantly loves the divine light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you all for tuning in. And as always, it's my pleasure. It's my honor to show up for you, however many of you are watching out there. And I would love to hear from you. What are you working on? What season of life are you in? I would love to see those things in the comments. So make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any sequences or any flows dropping in the next couple of weeks. If you are a business owner, if you are a creative woman entrepreneur, I have the prompts and the curriculum that goes with this month, and it's free. So you get journal prompts, you get free resources that go with the theme for this month to help move your business forward in a beautiful, holistic way. So with that, I will leave you here. As always, you know where to find me. You can find me on Instagram as well. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye.